welcome to our Gold Learning viewers. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharp, IBCLC and Director of Communications here at Gold Learning. Well, welcome to everyone listening in today. It's a pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Melanie Badali. And how are you doing today, Melanie?
I'm great, thank you.
Good, good. Well, it's great to have you here, and I'm very excited because you're going to be presenting your upcoming Gold Perinatal Online Conference 2018, and of course being part of our very special add-on package at the Gold Perinatal Conference for mental health in the perinatal period, which we'll be talking a little bit about in just a moment. But if you could introduce yourself perhaps to our listening audience, tell them a little bit about yourself and perhaps where you are in the world.
I'm a registered psychologist in the province of British Columbia, which is in Canada, and it's really beautiful here. There are mountains and the Pacific Ocean. It's a great place if you want to come and visit. Some people might even find that their anxiety goes down a little bit because it's so gorgeous here. Yeah, so that's where I am. I work at the North Shore Stress and Anxiety Clinic, where I help women who are experiencing anxiety and anxiety-related problems during the perinatal period, and I also work more generally with people who are struggling with anxiety. You don't have to be pregnant or just have a new baby to work with me. I'm also a board director for Anxiety BC and Anxiety Canada, and our mission there is to raise awareness about anxiety disorders and also to advocate for increased resources for people who are suffering with anxiety. And I would really encourage people to go check out the website anxietycanada.ca because there's tons of resources for people with anxiety, for both professionals but also for people who are suffering with anxiety.
That's wonderful. Thank you for that, Melanie. Well, welcome to Gold Perinatal, and being a native Canadian, it's wonderful to have you here too. One of the things we were talking about offline was actually about the website Anxiety BC, and I had mentioned to you that I was so excited to tell you that I've actually used it as a resource because I'm also teaching, and I just found it was just, it's a very well put together website, easy to read and understand. So I know that you know, and has been utilized by many people, and that sort of leads me to my next question. Just really, you know, perhaps you want to share a little bit with our audience today what you're currently working on or what you have been working on most recently.
That's a great question. You know, one of the great things about Anxiety BC is that it allows me to extend my reach beyond my office. You know, my favorite thing to do is actually working one-on-one with clients, but you can't help as many people that way as you can if you develop resources that can be disseminated online. So at Anxiety BC, there's over 100, not 100 million, I wish. There's over 1 million people access our materials, and so that's really exciting. And we're always working on new evidence-based materials for people. There's an app that we have called the MindShift app, which has things like you know, relaxation tools that people can use, and we're currently updating that, and the next version is going to be amazing. So definitely keep your eyes open for that.
Yes, I remember I clicked on your website again to have a look at it, theanxietybc.com, because I actually do remember giving the MindShift app to my teen, who is one of my kids, and to have a look at it because it was actually his family doctor who had brought it up with us. So it's just I mean, you can just tell that this is great information. So thank you. Appreciate all the hard work that you've put into this because it's really paying off, because I know it's being utilized internationally now. So what a great resource for our listeners today. Go check that out for sure, and know that Melanie's had a hand in making that all happen, which is just really wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to shift a little bit and talk about what's coming up here at Gold Perinatal. And as I mentioned at the beginning, Melanie's going to be part of our mental health in the perinatal period add-on package, and she's going to be presenting, as you can see in front of you, anxiety and related disorders during pregnancy and postpartum. So, Melanie, I just want you to share perhaps just a couple of snippets from your presentation and what you're really hoping our audience will learn from you and take away from this presentation.
Great. The perinatal period is really a huge time of transition and uncertainty. And anxiety really just loves uncertainty. If you don't know what's going to happen, it likes to get in there and make you think it's going to be something horrible. It's going to be a catastrophe. It's going to be something that's it's really going to hurt you. And so although it's normal for women to experience increased stress and anxiety as they adjust to changes, and what bigger changes they're really than, kind of being pregnant or having a new baby, sometimes this can really spiral out of control and cause both, parents a lot of suffering, but also ripple down, to the kids themselves and the families. And so, what I want to do in this presentation is help professionals recognize when anxiety has become a problem
Right.
and give them an idea of what they can do to help that person. Not teach them, treatment. That's my job. I
Yeah.
want to do that. But, kind of help them figure out how to direct people towards resources that can help.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, and that's really the key. I think sometimes I know as a practitioner, I work as an IBCLC predominantly with one-on-one clients and see the suffering that happens or the misinformation that still is getting passed down. And I just want those resources and the places to be able to get my clients to next so that they're in a safe and environment where they feel like they can open up and the things that are really important to them can still happen, in their lives. So I can't wait to hear more. And for all of you listening in today, please, you can go to the website and check out, Melanie's got her bio up there and her abstract on what's coming up. So, excuse me, take the opportunity to go there and see what's coming up for that full add-on package as well. So just a quick thank you to Melanie. Thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with us here today.
It's my pleasure.
And to our listening audience, thanks for listening in. Just a quick reminder, of course, of all the dates coming up for our Gold Perinatal Conference. You can go to the website, goldperinatal.com. The opening keynote is going to be on October 1st, and that's a really important day, not only for us here at Gold Perinatal, but for you too, because that will be our keynote day, and you'll be able to join us for that free opening keynote as well. So that will be a great opportunity for you to come and learn and see what this is all about. And then, of course, look at all the other events that are coming up at Gold Perinatal as well. So thank you again to Dr. Melanie Badali, who's been with us here today, and to our listening audience. Bye-bye for now, everyone.